Hi, I'm your host, Marlo Lemon, and you're listening to Wild Voice, the podcast where I take this voice of mine and share my wild journey with you. Being widowed at 34 with a 15-month-old, most would see as life ending. And instead, I alchemized it and put life back together, and it became more beautiful and fulfilling than I could have ever imagined. Through this life shift of mine, I realized who I am and what I'm here to do. I'm an intuitive energy healer, and sharing how I view the world is how I help you upgrade your life and alchemize your journey into magic. From day one, I wanted to share my journey, call it intuition, but I knew it was going to do more good out in the world than keeping it to myself. So when I say I've mastered life, that doesn't mean I'm perfect or that life is. I mean, I've mastered the concept of life, and I want to share that with you. Hi. So on today's episode, I want to talk about finances. Depending on your journey, that either gave you a pit in your stomach or it made you feel all tingly inside. I have learned a handful of lessons, lived a handful of financial scenarios, and taken courses on the energy of money and its concepts. Take all of that rolled into what I continue to experience and learn, and that leads us here. I've always found it mind-blowing that there wasn't more emphasis in school on teaching how to budget, manage money, write a check, or more importantly, understanding our limiting beliefs around it. So first things first, let's chat about relationships with money. Think of money as a person, maybe a significant other. If you don't value your partner, make them a priority, feel like there's even an even exchange, check in on them, have their back, show gratitude, be mindful with how you spend your time with them and without them, well, then most likely they're going to piece the fuck out, right? Well, think of money as a personal relationship because it is. We don't build that foundation for that relationship, then we wonder why we don't see money flow in or why we think it leaves. I want you to find one thing you can do to show money you value it. To give you a physical example, the cash you have in your wallet, is it crumpled up and bent? Do you even have any idea how much is in your wallet? Is it all facing different ways? Do you fold it up and leave it in your cup holder of your car and just leave it out in the open? Give it attention. Unfold the corners and get it all facing the right way. Keep it close to you because it matters. Literally tell it thank you for what it does for you. And this seems crazy, but this isn't going to be the only thing that I suggest to you that you're going to think sounds crazy. But thank it for what it does. Maybe it helps you put gas in your car so you can go to your job or visit family. Maybe it puts food on the table for your kids. Maybe it allows you to live out your passions so you are a happier, healthier, more fulfilled version of yourself. It is not a bad thing to value money and give it attention. Self-love. Okay, so you might be wondering, how does self-love have anything to do with Cash Money House? Well, let's go back to that relationship concept, but now flip the coin. No pun intended. Our ability to put ourselves first is an art. And for me, it took 33 years to figure that concept out. I still have my sticky moments, but they are actually more uncomfortable and louder than ever, so I don't hang out in that space for long. Show money you put yourself first. Every check that comes in or amount that gets deposited, before you do anything with it, take $1 for yourself. Open up a soul account. This is you paying into your soul. Seeing that you are worth paying first, because without you, this whole wild ride wouldn't be possible. So open up an additional account and just start at least putting in $1 into it before you see your money go to any other things. Before you set up bills, before it goes out automatically, just the second you get deposits or money is given to you, I want you to take $1 of it and transfer it into that soul account. You're showing money that you are deserving of being put first. And the concept is you never touch this account and you just continue to add to it. There's deeper levels to this soul account idea and what's possible, but this is somewhere to start. Limiting beliefs. Ugh. This one is a bitch. I am still uncovering limiting beliefs of mine in all areas of life. But when it comes to financial, most of us have some pretty stubborn ones. First, what is it? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like, a belief, which the definition is just something that has been repeated to us over and over and over again until we've taken it on as fact, is limiting. It restricts us and holds us back. Quite self-sabotaging. The hard part is we've never been taught to see where we are even doing it, because in our eyes, it's fact. Until now. Think of a limiting belief you have of money, something that is more restrictive or negative than it is positive and expansive. Pause this if you have to think about it and get something in your mind that's really clear. Once you have it, I want you to break it apart. Pretty much school it to death, like you're on an episode of Comedy Central Roast, make it your bitch. So for example, money has to be hard to earn. The harder it is, the more money you make. Why? And who decided that? Someone who felt that way and chose a life that matched that? How many ways can you find where you earned money easily? Could it be your first job as a teenager and all you did was have to show up? Or that used furniture you slapped up on Craigslist and someone just came to you and took it off your hands? You start to find the breadcrumbs and it leads you out from under the limiting belief. Then it's just a domino effect from there. There's more fun layers to this, but just acknowledging it and getting your brain to catch where it's limiting is a game changer. Okay, so we're just scratching the surface, but this should get you started. If you remember nothing else, treat money how you want to be treated, and it will lead you back to the rest. Thanks so much for being here. Please rate, like, share, and review so we can stay connected and continue this magical journey together.